Alright, welcome neighbors, Miracle Farm 1927 Homestead, and what y'all want? Y'all being awful noisy. Anyway, welcome Miracle Farm 1927 Homestead, and this morning we're heading out to one of our favorite little local tractor shows. So I've got the G loaded up on the trailer. Got the big truck all ready to go. I'm about to gotta check oil and everything before I leave, but show you the setup this year. If you haven't seen it yet, so this is our trailer project I'm working on. I just bought it the first of this year, and I've used it quite a bit this year. I really like my little trailer. It's done pretty excellent for everything we've wanted it to do. But anyway, it's really nice this year, specifically for this show, because for this show I always end up taking my G model. And my G model's got these great big tires on it. This tractor is probably the most famous of the channel, and it's got these great big tires on it, and it's a little bit over 8 foot wide. And usually the trailer you see me haul it with is the trailer we've just always had. We have this 16-foot lowboy trailer, and I really like my 16-foot lowboy trailer too, but the problem is it's what do y'all want? Y'all are disturbing my video. Anyway, it's not 8 foot wide, so I would either have to, when I haul my G, I'd either have to back it on to the tongue, or I would have to park on top of the fenders when I was hauling it, that G. So, and it's very hard to load, especially backing on, because it would spin trying to get up on top of these fenders. So it's just so much nicer and so much safer to finally have a 8 foot wide trailer to haul my tractor on. So I just pull right up straight and don't have to worry about it, and chain it up and check all my chains. Got a next thing for this trailer though is it needs more chain points. I got a hoop there and a hoop there, but for when so there's 4 hoops, but when I'm hauling 2 tractors on here, I don't have enough space to hook all my chains, so I'm gonna have to work on that. And I think I'm gonna work on the spring hangers some. They're kind of not up to par. They're a little bit old, so we'll work on that, and then one day we're going to sandblast it and paint it. Haven't got to that yet. And we're also putting this is pine. We put this on here this year, but this is pine, and whenever we get our sawmill set up, we're gonna make this out of oak, just to be a little stronger than the pine. The pine kind of, it's not bad, it's pretty good when I just have 1 tractor or even 2 tractors, but when I have my big 856 over there, when I load it on this trailer, it kind of flexes the boards a little bit, so I would rather have some white oak on here than pine. But this is what was available at the time.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the